Welcome back, guys. So today I got a pretty cool one for you. So anytime I go to Walmart, Target, maybe a couple other places, I always like to check out the clearance section near the electronics department. And I've been eyeballing this thing for a little while. This My Arcade by Dream Gear, 200 built-in games. Yeah, the box is really jacked up, but I figured, what the heck. I watched this drop in price over the months to where it got to a price that I was comfortable paying, $5. So picked this up at my local Walmart. I've seen them at Target and I've seen them at other Walmarts as well, dropping in price. But finally dropped down to $5, decided I would grab one. The other ones they had were all tore up too, but I figured I don't care about the packaging. I just want to peep this out, see what it entails, see if there's anything I could do with it. So I almost think I could possibly use this for maybe a Pi Zero build or something. So we're gonna take a look at this, open it up, see what the insides look like, all that kind of stuff, and see if there's any kind of projects we could possibly do with this. Because just by looking at it and looking at the included games on this thing, I don't think I'm interested in playing any of this crap. I believe I got the handheld that was the same thing or very similar a long while back, and it was clearanced out at a Target for a few bucks. And I remember giving it to my son, and he broke it like within a couple days, and he wasn't rough with it. And I remember those games were pretty garbage, so very small expectations for this damn thing. And the other thing, just not really highlighting it, but they did have this pretty cool little Nintendo 3DS, 2DS Extra XL, new, you could use it for new 2DS XL, new Nintendo 3DS XL, or a 3DS XL. And it was clearanced out to $374. Pretty quality case. So a little Mario logo kind of stamped into the material, the leather, fake leather, whatever the hell that is. But I always keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. Electronics at some of these Walmarts and accessories a lot of times get clearanced out pretty good. So let's open this up, and then we're gonna go ahead and dive up close. I think from reading this box, it said it takes 3 AA's that are not included. So, wow, this thing is pretty damn light. We're gonna have to bust out the scale and see what it weighs. But, so there she is. Just peel off the little thing. It's 2.5-inch LCD screen, speakers on the back, smooth bottom, no feed or anything. The little joystick doesn't feel bad. The A and B button doesn't feel bad either. And then you got a reset button, a start button, and a volume button. So we're gonna definitely have to open this up. Just a normal Phillips head. So let's go ahead and open it up and put the batteries in it, and then check her out up close. So while I'm doing that, let's go ahead and fast forward to the up closeness, right? Okay guys, so here's a little closer look at the unit. Just flipping it around, you could see, it's a sticker on all sides. I would imagine that would be pretty easy to remove if you use a little heat possibly. Battery panel on the back, speaker on the back, our power button on the back, several Phillips head screws to open this thing up. I did notice one thing that I want to point out. You see how the screen is dimming? I'm not hitting a kind of a dimmer switch, I'm hitting the volume. So I do have 3 brand new batteries in here. So there's something going on with the power draw as far as the volume and the display is concerned, right? The louder you go, the dimmer the screen gets. So this is max volume. This is no volume, the screen is brighter. Now, the one issue with this screen is the viewing angles are not extremely bad, but they aren't that great, being honest. The little stick, the little ball top here feels pretty good actually. The buttons feel good. These little buttons, I mean, they're just little buttons, whatever, they feel all right. But the A and B and then the directional joystick feels pretty good. The games, you know, just as I expected, they're pretty much the same stuff that's on a lot of these other little cheap handhelds and stuff. You know, it might be entertaining and fun for a youngster, maybe. I mean, for $5, it's to keep a kid quiet on a little road trip or something. You know, I think that's worth it. But if they've been exposed to the likes of, you know, real retro games, Super Mario Brothers, Sonic the Hedgehog, stuff like that, they might say this is garbage and not want to play it. I know that's how my kids would be, but I bought this, it was $5. You guys might have luck and find it for the same, if not cheaper, or maybe around that. But my curiosity with this thing was more so if we can open her up and use her for maybe a Pi build in the near future. So the game, nothing amazing that I would really be missing. It's a good mix of, you got shooters, little puzzle games, action games. They're, you know, copies of legit games, but redone. Some of them are their own little ideas. None of them necessarily the best of quality, I would say. The screen, the graphics on most of these games are not, you know, horrible. Little 8-bit type screens. This one here looks pretty neat, to be honest. Let's see how this plays. I have no flippin' clue what I'm hitting here. No, I guess if I look in my viewfinder, the camera, I could see a little better. This is kind of neat. I mean, hit and miss. Some of the games might be a little cool, some of them garbage, but it seems like it's a similar selection to the other devices that this company has put out, and I've already played around with them, and you know, it was what it was. So now I'm more curious on turning this thing off and seeing what's on the inside. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Okay guys, so I did have to get some different tools here. These screws on the bottom, they're very deep in, so my little bit wouldn't fit in there. So I had to use another screwdriver. No big deal, right? The other thing that I didn't point out, and honestly didn't really notice, is that we are going to have to either remove the sticker or cut it, because it's essentially this back piece. As you can see, the line going down goes all the way around. So I'm just going to go ahead. I don't really care. This thing cost me $5 anyway, right? But I think I can kind of feel that there's some tabs in there. Quite possibly. As you see, it's like really... yeah. We got some tabs. There we go. Let me go ahead and trim this side real quick. Try not to cut myself. It sucked to cut myself over trying to open a $5 device, right? Did have a little spudger just in case, but I guess we didn't need it. So, a lot of empty space in there that can be utilized, so that's definitely a good thing. It looks almost like part of this is this should come up too. Let's start by taking the screen off. I don't have my soldering iron out to desolder any of this stuff at the moment, but we'll try not to break anything. Okay, so then there's another bracket, so you can see. Let's go ahead and unscrew that. The control panel slides out. Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely gonna wanna, we already damaged the sticker, so that's okay. So it looks like we've got a entire logic board behind the screen. Epoxy little blob there. Speakers. Both black wires, okay. That's nice. Like they could have because if you look, the power, oh wait, no, the powers makes sense now. You do have positive and negative lead, but it almost seems like one of these they should have color coded positive and negative on the speaker, but that's all right. Who really cares? And the speaker, as you can see, a lot of times they do that with these devices. Let me see if you can see that. Focus, dude. They just kind of melt it in there. You see the plastic right here? Like they just kind of melt it in place. I think that's kind of, it's kind of cheap and lazy, but whatever. See if we can get it out. There we go. And then that is our power switch. Power switch was like plastic welded on there too, it seems, or capped. So I think this panel, I mean, we probably wouldn't use any of the components in here. Oops, I'm dropping stuff all over the place. But I feel like very easily we could either use this board or use our own board, use something for the control panel. We could replace that very easily. Buttons do have the little conductive pad. The D-pad though, yeah, same thing, just stuck. Oh, it has the tabs in there. So that's our little control panel. And then actually it's nice, they have everything, the solder points for the cable here, everything is clearly marked. Your reset button, up, left, right, down, ground, start, volume, BA, and another ground. Pretty interesting stuff. I mean, I'm sure with this mess that I just made, Yoshi, get out of my picture. I think we can do something with this. You know, share your comments down below. Should I go ahead and just reuse the shell, maybe get rid of all the stickers, redo everything? Because we've got a nice little bracket to mount our Small little screen in there. And we could probably... Yeah, we probably could... I mean, if we just use the original parts here, we would be stuck with using a similar size screen. But I think if we Dremel it out a little bit, we can go up to like a 3-inch screen instead of a 2.5, and then put a Pi Zero board in there and get a little more arcade action going on. What do you guys think? It was $5. You know, I knew what I was kind of getting myself into with a device of this price and, you know, name. Anyway, My Arcade from Dream Gear, or what the hell is this thing called? Dream Gear LLC. Kind of figured what I was getting myself into here. But I think I could turn this into a neat little project. So I might reshell everything, put a Pi Zero W up in there, get a new screen, maybe soldering controls to the GPIO. Could be a cool little project. Let me know if you guys are interested in something like that, and we'll see what we can do. I mean, it's just a plastic shell in the end, if that's what we're going to do with it. You know, we would still reuse, we could definitely reuse the buttons, most likely, or put new buttons in there. I don't know. We'll have to look and see. The D-pad, just a little roller rocker there for the joystick. That could work. That could definitely work. So share your comments down below. Let me know what you've seen out there on clearance as far as gaming stuff goes. And with that said, guys, I will catch y'all next time. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Boom!